parents told me that when I was 4, they actually took me to a violin lesson, and apparently I hated it. When I was 6.5, 7, we went to a violin recital, and I remember sitting in the audience and hearing this concert. The violinist was producing this from this little wooden box that can produce such glorious sound that carry through the hall without any amplification. I was so immersed in the kind of music and was amazed by how this violin projects. So I immediately told my parents that that's what I wanted to do. I remember my first public performance was in front of church assembly. And as a child, I was painfully shy. I don't know how to talk to people, but somehow whenever I'm on stage, I can be myself and I can be more confident than ever. In some way, that is also kind of addictive. Everyone's listening to you quietly. That kind of drive make me feel like, wow, this is something special. I came to New York to study at Juilliard pre-college, and I almost didn't know what to do because everyone was so good. But I remember my parents told me that because they are so good, that you can learn from them. I never thought of, classical music is something that is different. It's just another form of art that one should appreciate. There is no general way to describe life of a soloist because every day is so different. Everything is always step by step. There is no guarantee for the next day. I think the great thing about being a classical musician is that you are constantly improving. There's no end where you stop. Even you're in your 70s, in the 80s, you're still learning. Every day you're still learning something new of your own playing and of the music that you have been playing for 1,000 of times. And I think that's the magic of classical music. Being a soloist, I travel a lot, and whenever I go to a different city, I always try to find time to go to school, to go to public school, to share my music, to share violin with them. I don't think music education is something that's extracurricular, and rather I think it's a right for every child in their education. And it is very sad to see that, specifically in the United States, that music education is being cut so rapidly. I think every child has the right to at least experience classical music and what it is, that hopefully they can be inspired. I like to be a good musician. I like to be a good artist. at the end of the day, it's how I communicate with my audience that is meaningful. It's important to me. In the moment of rehearsals, in the moment of concerts, it is the unexpected things that happens that makes you go, that makes the concert special. At the end of the day, after the concert, when audience come to you and they say, oh, I feel what you were saying and I understood what you were saying. And for me, that's the most rewarding thing.